struggled for a long time with surviving.
Ellie?
No matter what, you keep finding something to fight for.
This. PlayStation.
Well, surprise, surprise. There had been a rumor about a week ago about this, and I was gonna make a video pretty soon about it, but we end up getting something major today. I was supposed to be making a video on The Last of Us Season 3 being confirmed, but lo and behold, we just got a brand new trailer. So, today, my friends, we're gonna be talking about The Last of Us Complete Edition, and what I think of it, and what you need to know. As you saw in the beginning of the video, that was the trailer for the edition. I'm gonna talk about everything you need to know about this. There's also a collector's edition coming in July for it that we will be discussing. And listen, there's definitely gonna be some thoughts I have on this because this is another re-release, and I definitely, we need to see new content from Naughty Dog. So I'll say a lot pretty soon here. So make sure you drop a like and subscribe. If you do enjoy this, we go for 1,000 likes on this video. Be sure to join over the 30% of people who are subscribed by hitting the subscribe button, notification bell, have it all so you don't miss any of my videos discussing The Last of Us / Naughty Dog. And let's get straight into it. So, Naughty Dog tweeted the following: experience the full story with The Last of Us Complete. And I love how they just say full story, not like we're thinking that they're really making it seem like there's not going to be a part 3. They are really trying to hammer that down. And listen, I've already told you all what I believe on this based on what I know and what I've seen, is I believe they're lying out of their teeth. Now, obviously, they're trying to make the most money out of Part 1 and Part 2, which is why we're seeing the show and all these other additions and remasters and remakes, which makes sense. Part 1 is regarded as one of the greatest top 5 games of all time, might even be the greatest of all time. Part 2, despite its issues by a lot of people, is still regarded as a very great game. Won over 300 Game of the Year awards, very much acclaimed by the media and a lot of people that have played it. I think it is not as bad as people think. A lot of people think it is, but obviously, I think Part 1 is in a different stratosphere in terms of how it is perceived and how much it is loved. The collection features both The Last of Us Part 1 and Last of Us Part 2 Remastered in one package, available now on PS5. So this is an exclusive edition that has both Part 1 Remake and Part 2 Remastered together in one. Digital only, by the way. But, learn more here. We see The Last of Us Complete. The Last of Us Complete, now available on PS5, physical collector's edition coming in July. 2 award-winning masterpieces together in one incredible collection. So here at Naughty Dog, we have some exciting news to share with The Last of Us fans. Whether you've been with us since the debut in 2013, or just jumping into the games now, we wanted to celebrate our studio, the series, and you, the fans, by making it easier than ever to experience the story. We're proud to introduce The Last of Us Complete. And there's the announcement trailer, which we have just seen. Available today on the PlayStation 5 console, The Last of Us Complete allows players to experience both The Last of Us Part 1 and Last of Us Part 2 Remastered in one package. The Last of Us Complete makes it easier than ever to experience the full story on PS5, whether you've played both entries, just one, or have yet to immerse yourself in the world of Joel, Ellie, Abby, and all of our characters. The digital download is available now, but we've also created a special physical version. The Last of Us Complete Collector's Edition is now also available for pre-order exclusively on directplaystation.com and will be available on July 10th. So I just want to say this. People think, am I going to get this? Well, I'm not going to get the digital edition because I already own the games. I'm going to spend $110 for the steel box and a couple other things. That's really what I'm making my decision down to. So if you go to directplaystation.com, you see here it is $110 collector's edition, July 10th, 2025. And these are some of the things it comes with. We'll talk about in a minute. But what comes in the box is a steelbook case with physical disc of The Last of Us Part 1 and The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered, the Left Behind prequel chapter, The Last of Us American Dreams comics 1 through 4 with new cover art, set of 4 lithograph art prints, and a thank you letter from The Last of Us creator himself, Neil Druckmann. And these are some screenshots from it. As you can see, pretty much what we've seen before, nothing crazy. Go back to the beginning and experience the award-winning games that inspired the TV show as the definitive editions of these 2 iconic and emotional stories are brought together for the first time in one complete collection. Whether this is your first time stepping into the world of The Last of Us, or you're a player returning to the series since playing on the PS4 or PS3, enjoy a host of game-changing graphical and gameplay improvements made possible by the PlayStation 5 console, along with additional content released in Part 1 and Part 2 Remastered. So this is the collector's edition coming in July. The article talks about it a bit more. So here is the steelbook case. The Last of Us complete physical release is housed in a beautiful collector's box, which is this, featuring new artwork capturing the humanity at the heart of the story through a beautiful intricate design included in a steelbook case right here with this artwork, which stores physical discs with new minimal designs for both Part 1 and Part 2 Remastered. So here is the steelbook, and the box shows Ellie, her evolution through Part 1 and Part 2. As you can see, Part 1, Part 2, it's kind of cool. They got tattoo design covering it with some flowers. The experiences of Part 1 and Part 2 Remastered are the definitive ways to play each of these games. Our team rebuilt The Last of Us Part 1 from the ground up, specifically with PlayStation 5 in mind, offering full DualSense support, 3D audio, and more. Last of Us Part 2 Remastered allows you to not only experience an enhanced edition of the sequel, but also dive behind the scenes with hours of commentary and additions like Lost Levels, Rogue No Return Mode, Guitar Free Play, and more. So this is the American Dreams comic. Additionally, we're proud to include a set of lithographs from host-founded artists. Our team handpicked artists who felt we could offer beautiful takes on these characters that mean so much to both their studio and to all of you. They make wonderful pieces to display, representing the heart, humanity, and beauty at the core of the series. But these are the 1 through 4 American Dreams comics, with some new covers, which are pretty cool. 1 through 4 on that. And then these are the set of the lithographs, which we've got Joel and Ellie from Part 1, Joel and Ellie from Part 1. Clicker looks more like Part 1, Part 2 mixed. And then we got Ellie and Abby, Part 2. For our entire studio, thank you so much for your incredible support for The Last of Us and Naughty Dog over the years. It's such an exciting moment for both the franchise and our teams. We are so humbled by your personal stories of what the series has meant to you. I marvel at your incredible fun that's inspired to keep pushing ourselves forward to create more stories and worlds you'll love. Now, the way they're just saying all this, it just makes me think like, wow, this really sounds definitive. Complete edition? Like, but we all know, we know Neil, we know Naughty Dog, we know how much money they're making off this. The fact they're doing all these editions, remakes, remasters, releases, it pretty much tells me a Part 3 is, it even tells me more that Part 3 is happening. Because why are you trying to make so much money in additions off these 2 games? Pretty evident that you will be doing something major. I mean, they just confirmed a Season 3 for the show, which will be still covering Part 2. But inevitably, I do see them covering Part 3 in the show. The pre-orders are already open for the collector's edition if you want to pre-order it. Obviously, people are not really happy about this, and I can't necessarily blame them. I mean, really, all I really want is the collector's edition just for the steel book, the cases, the physical disc. It's not much of an incentive for me to buy the games again when I already have them, when there's not really anything different from, you know, the Part 1 remake and the Part 2 remaster, which I already own digitally. So, if you do want to get them all in one collection, though, it is here. And Neil Druckmann tweeted, no matter what, you keep finding something to fight for. The Last of Us Complete is out now. I just love how everyone is just memeing these tweets and just saying, complete? If you go through, no, Neil, it's not complete. Complete for now, complete, but you still have one last story to tell. I mean, everyone's just making jokes about it. Does this mean Part 3 is officially thrown in the trash? You're going to release even more? Not complete, let's disclaimer ending of Part 2. I mean, and I just tweeted, like, complete. There's probably one more chapter of the story. I mean, listen, they know what they're doing. Like, we're not idiots. We know you're making a Part 3. This is obvious. Come on. Like, hello? Now, obviously, I may do an unboxing of this in July, but I'm not getting this regular edition anyway because the show's about to come out. I already got both editions, so there's no incentive for me to get the digital version, but I will probably end up getting the collector's edition if I really feel the need to get the steelbooks and all that. So, The Last of Us Complete Edition, for the people that are planning to get it digitally. The Last of Us Complete goes for $100 on the digital version. Alright guys, so that is the Last of Us Complete Edition. Like I said, stay tuned for July if I end up getting this. I'm not sure yet what I will do, but let me know what you think about this down below in the comments. If anything, it's more confirmation to me that you're making a part 3. You continue to re-release, remake, remaster. We want some intergalactic stuff. We need something on also your other new games. So please, enough with the re-releases, remasters, remakes, ports. Let's just get some new stuff, please. I think that's a simple, nice thing for me to say. So, if you guys enjoyed this, please be sure to drop a like and subscribe. Tomorrow we'll be making a video on everything you know about The Last of Us Season 3, which just got confirmed. Thank you so much for watching, and bye-bye!